The Return of the Lost Son. Chapter 13. A Mother's Tears, a Son's Triumph. I bowed before Selina, my voice filled with gratitude as I thanked her for saving my life, and for protecting my shares in Luma when I couldn't. I promised her that I would never forget such a debt. Out of curiosity and relief, I opened my Ghana bank account. The moment I saw the amount Mr. Back had deposited, a slow smile spread across my face. Everything was real. Everything was safe. I looked up at Selina and asked for her account number. She hesitated, but I insisted. Within seconds, I transferred $3 million to her. This is just to say thank you, I said softly. I'll come back later so we can talk properly. Then I turned to Mr. Back, patted his shoulder, and added, my mother has to hear this. I rushed out. Mr. Back called after me, trying to stop me, but I didn't turn back. My heart was racing. There was only one place I needed to be. The next day, a taxi stopped in front of a massive mansion. My mother stepped out beside me and froze, her eyes widening as she stared at the towering building. Jason, she whispered nervously, what are we doing here? I pushed open the small gate and smiled. Come in. She followed me inside, her steps slow and cautious. We entered the living room, and she gasped softly. The space was filled with lavish furniture, sparkling decorations, and everything that screamed wealth. She looked around anxiously. Jason, whose house is this? Everything here looks expensive. Let's leave before the owner comes. She grabbed my hand and tried to pull me toward the door. I stopped her gently. Do you like it here? She paused. It's beautiful, she admitted, but we can't afford this. Let's go. I held her hand tighter and said firmly, this will be our house from now on. And not just this one. From today onward, anything you like, no matter how expensive it is, I will buy it for you. She yanked her hand away, panic flashing across her face. Have you lost your mind? I'm not in a hurry to get myself into trouble. Let's go. She turned to pull me again, but before she could take a step, a familiar voice echoed from the doorway. Jason's mother, Mr. Back said calmly, your son is successful. He is a billionaire now. My mother froze. She turned slowly as Selina and Mr. Back walked in. Her eyes moved from their faces back to mine, searching for the truth. Mr. Back respectfully offered her a seat. She sat down carefully, stiff with fear, as if she might damage the couch just by touching it. Patiently, Mr. Back explained everything. How I made millions from my books, how I owned valuable shares in Luma, and how my life had changed completely. By the time he finished, my mother believed him, yet part of her still seemed afraid to fully accept it. To ease her burden, I hired 2 housemaids to take care of her, so she could finally rest and enjoy the life she had been denied for so long. She went upstairs, moving from room to room, touching the walls, the beds, the curtains, everything she had only ever seen on television. Now, it was all hers. I followed quietly behind her. At last, she stopped. She turned suddenly, pulled me into her arms, and hugged me tightly. Tears rolled down her cheeks as she spoke. You have suffered so much, she cried. God has finally turned his gaze toward you and blessed you. I smiled through my own emotions. Mom, we are blessed now. No one will ever disrespect us again. We can eat anything we want. We are free. We returned to the living room where Mr. Back and Selina were seated. My mother walked toward Selina. Selina immediately stood up. Without warning, my mother dropped to her knees. She thanked Selina endlessly, for saving my life, for protecting me from Drake and his children, and for standing by us when the world turned its back. The room fell silent, heavy with gratitude and truth. To be continued.